How to simply 10x your business. A few simple changes to what you're working on can make a huge difference. Why do I say can make a huge difference? Well, we're going to focus on 3 principles today that I believe can make a huge impact on your bottom line. I believe these are the fundamental parts that can help accelerate your business. You may already have a business that's doing well, but let's try and accelerate it even more, get you even to the next level, to where you want it to be. And before we get into that talk, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, hit the notification button down below. And if you have, I really appreciate it a lot. It means a lot to me. Help me out to share out my content to more people. Now, the first strategy is belief, self-belief in yourself. Let me give you an example. Have you ever sat in front of someone that's trying to sell you something and they just don't feel confident? How do you feel? Do you feel like, is he just reading lines? Is there something he's just learnt and he's trying to give over? Does it make you feel like you want to use the service, want to buy the product? How does it make you feel? Well, with a bit of practice of self-belief of what you're selling or the service you're providing can make a huge shift in what's happening. The other thing is with self-belief is, what do we really have control over? Do we have any control over the clients, what they're going to say, what they're going to do, when they're going to come? The only thing that we really do have control over in these situations is ourselves, our internals. How we feel, how we react to the way the clients are talking, what we're giving over. The one real thing that we can control is our internal emotions. So what that means is we have a choice to be in a happy, uplifting moment when we're talking to our clients to make them feel good, make them feel settled, that they want to spend more time with us, they want to listen. Just because they're on the phone or you're texting them doesn't mean that they want to hang around forever. Make them feel comfortable can make a big difference. Then they're like, okay, I want to listen to this person. What are they going to tell me? I feel confident that this person can help me. So by having self-belief, we're going to radiate out to our clients and prospects. This will lead into the second one. What is the second one? Know your ideal client. Why is this so important? Well, if you're radiating out all this belief that you've got this product, then who are you going to sell it to? You have an amazing service or product that you want to share with the world. But if you don't know who to share it with, then how are you going to get the message to them? You know, there's one school I've read as thought is that you sell products and services to people like you. And I remember reading this example. Well, you're walking down the store and you look in the window like, whoa, this stuff I don't understand. Why would anyone buy it? But then you think back, well, they're not selling to me. I'm the person that will just keep walking by. But the person that's walking in the store, that's for them. So we don't have to worry about that client. That's the separate niche. We have to look at, okay, I'm selling to somebody that will buy like me. It can help you believe in yourself. The other way is you sell a product that the specific market wants. And if you're selling it that way, you have to believe in it, because the more you believe in it, helps. So you're not actually selling it because it's not something that may fit you. I mean, being a male, you may be selling products to a female. Well, you're not going to be able to use it. It's for a female. But you believe in it, so it's very good for them. That's just one example. But you have a belief in it, and you know that that market, that's what they want. It's another way of looking at it. Very, very important to know where the market is. You know, what's that saying? Trying to sell ice to the Eskimos. They already got ice. What do they want more ice for? So it's not going to be, you're not going to have a very profitable business doing that. So you have to find out. You have an amazing product or service that you believe so much in, that you need to share with the world because it's so important, but you have to know where they are so you can reach out to them. How many products or services have you seen just didn't go anywhere? They didn't know who to send it to. Just do mass, big, broad things. Well, you know, they say if you're going to use a big scoop, what are you going to get? Not much of anything. But if you use specific bait to go fishing, that's the type of fish they are. And you know where that fish live, then that's what you're going to catch. Same thing here. Let's narrow down on who our client is and what they want. Then we can say, yes, this is a good fit for that product or service. And look at real estate. If you're in a bracket where it's, you know, $500,000 below pricing, and you want to start selling multi-million-dollar houses, well, it's not really, you're not going to be able to sell to those people because that's not where they're looking in an area that's not a multi-million-dollar place to buy a house. they're looking for under $500,000. So if you want to start, that's your ideal client and that's the right place, or vice versa. If you're seeing a multi-million place and you want to sell, okay, I want to sell this to people to be more affordable, the wrong area. Make sure it's in the right area for them so you know where it is. These things are very scientific. You can work it out, a lot of things. We got to remember sometimes that we can get wrapped up in too much the negative emotions. It's nice to have positive emotions attached to it, but let's stick with the facts and then add good emotion to it so people feel comfortable around it. And that goes into the third point. What is the third point? Clarity, that people understand exactly what you're providing. If they don't know what you're providing, then they're going to be like, wow, he sounds like a nice guy, he's really friendly, he's a great person, seems like a good product, but what am I going to use it for? I mean, how is it going to help the client? The number one question should be, with clarity, what is it going to do to help them in their life? I mean, really, they're the one buying it. So you have to be in their shoes. What do they really want? With that clarity, they're going to come past. Because there is a lot of people on the fence with a bit of education and with a bit of help, the ones that didn't know they wanted it or need it, but if you put it in a way with this huge clarity, they're going to say, I really did need this. I can really take advantage. Remember, you've got a product or a service that you believe in, that you believe is so helpful to the world, you've got to give it out. How do you give it out? Through clarity. And when you're giving out to clarity, and there's a majority of the people don't know they're ready to buy it, by giving clarity, educating them, what are you doing? You're putting the product and service in front of them that they could use and be helpful to them. So once you're there with the clarity, it can make a huge difference to them. So let's just give a summary. What are the three things? Belief in yourself. Why is that so important? Because what you can only control is your internal emotions. By giving the message in a positive way, you're able to help people and give over your service. The second one is understanding who that person you're giving it over to, your ideal client, and how it can benefit their life. And the third one is clarity. Clarity of conscious what you're giving over, clarity that your client knows what you're providing. And also with clarity, it can save problems down the road. If they think it's one thing and you providing something else afterwards, what's going to happen? It's not going to be such an enjoyable experience for them. So the more you can give clarity at the beginning, the more that they understand what they're getting, and the more enjoyable it is for you, and the journey can be so much more enjoyable. And then you'll feel confident too, and you're believing yourself later on, giving that clarity. They're the three main points I believe that can 10x your business from where they are now, moving across. You may have a very, very successful business. You want to get it up. Let's give it a bit more clarity. No exact market. Remember, the market changes all the time. We've got to be with it. We've got to be knowing what the market wants. Some things are so outdated now that you couldn't even sell those products or services because it's not really required anymore. By tweaking what we have, you may be an expert in that field, but let's just tweak it a little bit to make it more what the clients want now than before, can make a huge difference. And I appreciate you staying all the way to the end. For staying all the way to the end, I want to give you an opportunity to talk with me one-on-one. We have a little introduction talk. There may be some questions you may want to have that I could answer you. Please, I'll send a link below. There's an email address. Send me your details. We can organize a time and take it from there. I appreciate it. Thank you very much.